scholars of evil, you secured your position amongst the tyrants through flattery. You gained wealth through collaboration, and you drew near to them through compliance. You undermined the religion and disrupted the Quran.
Which is a fancy way of saying
that's not what we believe at all when it comes to aqidah. But Palestinian babies have as much worth as Israeli babies, and you cannot say that dropping bombs on people is somehow different.
He doesn't understand the wala or the bara'ah from Ahlul Bidah, and what's the stance of the Salafiyya from Ahlul Bidah.
Or be shaitan. Now you tell me. Watching anime. You tell me. Sneak all anime too, man.
And I said, what's the matter? And the guy said, you don't want to hear this one. This is before McDonald's was on the boycott list. He goes, I'm going to give her a meal in McDonald's. I said, sister, don't do this. I said, at least have something. No, she said, I don't mind, I don't care, whatever. It happened, and he did in fact divorce her, unfortunately. But I said, I told you so, and that was it.
Dunya. The dunya has tricked us all. The dunya is everyone's biggest weakness. It is desire and ego, and what we like is what misguides us and takes us from the path of truth, because we want to do what we like rather than what we need to do, rather than what is right. Now look, this message, because everyone says Salaf. Have you heard of this Imam of the Salaf? His name is Imam Zayd bin Ali al-Sajjad bin al-Husayn bin Ali ibn Abi Talib. He's a descendant of your own prophet. So why is this Imam not mentioned when everyone says Qala Salaf, Qala Salaf? The Salaf said. This is Zayd ibn Ali's message and letter to the scholars of his time. He's speaking to the government scholars. So every scholar, everyone who's learned, everyone who has studied, should especially take heed from this letter, from this message. That is a universal message that applies so accurately in our time. It's as if this Imam is talking in our time. Look what Zayd says. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. O scholars of evil, you have pursued the worldly life, though it warns you and admonishes you to be cautious. The world advised you on how to handle it, but you concealed your intentions. It showed you its true nature, yet you found beauty in it. It spoke the truth about itself, but you denied it. O scholars of evil, this is the cradle you prepared for the oppressors, and this is the sanctuary you entrusted to the traitors. This is your testimony for the nullifiers of truth. You will be with them in the fire tomorrow, enduring forever. Quran says, that is because you used to exalt on the earth without right and you used to behave insolently. If you have delivered the right, now to continue with Zayd, if you have delivered the right to the people of truth, and affirm the excellence of those deserving it, you would have been the friends of God. You would have been the true scholars praised by Allah in His book, known for their fear of Him. You did not educate the ignorant. You did not guide the astray or help the weak escape. You did not uphold the conditions set by Allah upon you, nor did you free the next from their burdens. Nor did you restore what was taken unjustly. O scholars of evil, reflect on your state, ponder your affairs, and remember what I am saying to you. O scholars of evil, you secured your position amongst the tyrants through flattery. You gained wealth through collaboration, and you drew near to them through compliance. You undermined the religion and disrupted the Quran. Your actions have become an argument against you. And you realize this when hearts are filled with remorse, calamities befall, and the reckoning begins. O scholars of evil, you are the greatest affliction upon the creation, and your punishment will be severe if you understand. This because Allah has indicted you with what you have concealed. You have been made responsible for the affairs, and judgments are sought from your side. Sunnahs are examined for you, and the followers say, you are our intermediaries between us and our Lord. So in what position have you been placed amongst the people? I swear by the one in whose hand is Zayd ibn Ali, Ali's soul, that if you had clarified to the people what you know and called them to the truth you recognize, the oppressive would crumble and the foundation of the unjust would collapse. However, you sold Allah's signs for a meager price, corrupted his religion and deviated from his book. Now there's more to continue. This is translated by my dear friend Muhammad al-Sharifi, who does great work. This is to the likes of Faris al-Hamadi. This is for Hamza Yusuf. This is for Mufti Amenk. This is for the Salafis in Saudi. This is for the scholars in Iran. This is for all the scholars of the world today. Take heed. Look how accurate Zayd is talking. It's as if it applies to our times. You don't solve the issues of the people, as we always say. You don't make life better for the people. You do not engage with what the people need. You do not enjoin good. You do not stop evil. You do not confront the tyrants. Our blood is spilled. We are in humiliation. You're talking about fiqh masail. How to wear the beard. How to wear the hijab. Is growing the beard fard? Is it sunnah? Do we shave the moustache? Does brushing the teeth break the... You lot have deceived yourselves before us. And you've imitated the scholars like the rabbis and the monks who have become arbab min dunillah because they permitted what Allah's forbid and they forbid what Allah's permitted. They made life difficult for the people by fabricating a man-made religion. But hukum, legislation, commanding only belong to God. Your obligation was to apply what God's ordained you with, not be hypocrites, hoard wealth, enjoy life comfortably and distract the people from the truth. The actual priority that needs to be addressed. This is why Palestine is happening today. That's why the Ummah is in humiliation. And this is the test that you are failing. People wake up. Do not follow any scholar blindly. Wake up to the government scholars. Question them. Ask for evidence. Be with your innate natural disposition. Your fitrah. Allah is giving you aql. Reason and do not be like herd. Do not be like sheep. Wake up, Ummah. Wake up. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.